Anyone who's seen the 43-minute raw footage from October the 7th would remember very vividly the two little boys' heartbreaking scene. Those are two out of four brothers of the Tassa family. The story of this family is tragic and heroic at once. The Tassa family were a family of six: Sabin, the mother, Gil, the father, and four boys: Or, 17, Zohar, 15, Koren, 13, and Shai, 9. The parents were separated and lived in two different houses a few meters apart. On the morning of October the 7th, Gil was with Koren and Shai, and Sabin was with Or and Zohar. At 6 a.m. that morning, Or went fishing at Zikim beach. He was murdered there. And Sabin was in the safe room with Zohar while it happened. Gil was taking Koren and Shai to a shelter outside their house, and once they entered it, a terrorist threw a grenade inside the shelter, and Gil jumped on it in order to save his kids, and died instantly in front of their eyes. Straight after that, the terrorists took Koren and Shai back to the house, both injured. At some point, Koren and Shai bravely managed to escape to their mother's house. She opened the door, there was a terrorist behind them, and she successfully managed to let the boys in and slam the door on the terrorist's face. She saved them. I spoke to Mother Sabine while she was in London recently. This is her story and testimony of what happened on that terrible day.
Sabin, thank you so much for joining us on JTV. It's greatly appreciated. I want this to be an opportunity for us to hear your testimony of what happened, and also we've been talking about what you think needs to happen moving forward, and there's so much to talk about on that front as well. But you have seen up close the war that Israel is fighting in a very personal way, and I want you to tell us about what it is that you saw. Before we get into what happened on October 7th, can you start by telling us just briefly an introduction into the family and communal life that existed prior to October 7th for you?
So thank you to you. First of all, I'm here to tell really the real details from the October 7th, not only to tell my story. I'm living in Moshav Netiv Asara. It's a Moshav that we're in Yamit, and you know, when we return Sinai, they get back to the big area in Israel. Moshav Netiv Asara, it's a beautiful Moshav. It's like a paradise, and always we said it's a paradise. In the October 7, we lost 20%. It's not, wow, many people that were murdered, but for us in the Moshav, it's a lot, believe me. And it was a very good people. They were so good people and so brilliant and clever and everything that you can imagine for a family in Israel, a regular family in Israel. So at 6 a.m. in the morning, we start to hear alarm like Tzeva Adom. The Tzeva Adom, it's the red code that, you know, prepare you to an attack, a rocket attack. And we understand that we have 15 seconds to run to the safety room. But something strange were at the same morning, because when my son Zohar waked me, I noticed, and I was very sleepy, that the Tzeva Adom is every 2 seconds. 2 seconds. It's not possible. Something bad is happening. So he said to me, I don't remember, that the first thing that I told him before I brushed my teeth and wash my face, go immediately to close everything at home. The windows, the doors, everything that you can. I don't remember it, but this is why I said. I am a mother of 4 boys. I am the wife of Gil Tassa. We were living separate, but we were not divorced, and it's very important for me to tell it to the world, because everyone thinks we were divorced. My husband was living in front of me. We were separate 1 year, maybe more, and we were living from in front of each other, and we had an agreement between us that if something bad happening, we put all the problem inside, and we are starting to working together. This is what we had, and this is what we did. And they killed my boy. They killed my little boy, my angel, my life. Like an animal, they killed his two best friends, Tal Keren from Netiv Asara, a young boy that even celebrated his birthday 17 years old. And Nadav Tayeb, he was 17 years old. He was from Moshav Bet Shikma, not far away from Ashkelon. Three of them went every Saturday morning to fish, surf, swim, run, to prepare themselves to the life. But more than the life, they prepared themselves to the army. There were three boys that have only 1 year to finish high school. They finish the exam and the bagruyot, and they start to understand that they want to go to the army, but to be the real soldier in the army in Israel, it's to be in the shayetet, sayeret, commando, everything. And they start to prepare each other, and they said that they need to go every Saturday morning, early in the morning, and start to train themselves, not running, making all the, what young boy making to be strong to the army. The day before Or were killed, he came to me to my room and he said to me with a big laugh, he was very laughing all the time, he was, teasing me with many things that a teenage doing, and he knew that I was sleeping, and he said, Mama, Mama, and Mama, Mama, and I said to him, what, are you sleeping? I said to him, can you stop please? It's funny? It's not funny. I'm tired. What do you want from me? Stop to tease me. Mama, do you love your cat more than me? Because I have a beautiful cat. He is my life. Peluche. And I say to him, what are you asking me all the time if I love my cat more than you? What? And he said, Mama, I need to know. Do you love the cat more than me? You prefer this fat more than me? Tell me. I want to know, do you love me? Do you love me so much like I love you? And I say to him, I don't want to answer you. I don't want to answer you. I don't like the kind of question that you ask me. You are so boring and you're trying to tease me. I'm tired. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, please, stop. You know that I love you. You know you are my life. But stop to teasing me. That was the last words conversation that I had with my boy. And I didn't say to him how much I loved him. And I don't understand why he asked me this question before he left me. And at 6:39 in the morning, when I ran away to the safety room, before I called Gil, before I called help, before I realized that something bad happened in my yard, because I heard many noises. I heard Arabic language, I heard shooting grenade, but you are in dark room and you are close, with everything close, and I have another problem that no one knows it. I have OCD and claustrophobia, so I couldn't breathe. And the first thing that I did when I was with Zohar in the room, it was to call Or. But guess what? I couldn't because I didn't have connection. I didn't have connection, not Wi-Fi, not internet.
And why was that?
Not electricity. I didn't realize yet this is a cyber attack. I was so in shock how I was wake up that I didn't, was understand with a lot of adrenaline. And I said to myself, maybe I turn off the Wi-Fi because Gil, my husband, put me a clever house with the electricity. What I mean? He knew that something it will happen. Someday it will happen. And he always was afraid that it will happen and they will attack us when he's at work. Gil was a fireman. Gil was a security man in Otef Gaza and a fireman. Before he was a security man, Gil was the Ravshatz of Netiv Asara. And he catch a terrorist Hamas in the Moshav in 2009 or 8. He came to take information from Netiva Sarah. From this day that Gil catch him, and not only catch him, he almost killed him. Gil was almost killing this guy. The Shabak told to Gil that he was in the hospital more than 2 years. Gil broke him, almost all his bone. Nothing were left. Gil was so in panic when he saw him that something bad will happen to us or to the Moshav, that he was like an animal. And from this day, he said to me, I give him the key. I don't want this job. If no one can understand the danger that we have in Netiva Sarah, I don't want it. But I will prepare you. So the first thing that he did when we decide to make the house bigger, it's to put a clever electricity in the house. What I mean is when I turn off with the Wi-Fi, with my iPhone, everything is closed. And I'm telling you everything is, the cars are locked, the air conditioner, the electricity, the cooler of the water, the windows going down, you cannot take up, the TV, the music, the DVR, everything quiet. Quiet. And the only thing that I need to do is to lock the door of the entrance of my house and the little window in the bathroom. That's it. So I thought maybe I turn off with the Wi-Fi, the electricity. But I remember, even I did it, that the spotlight that I have in the safety room must to be, open with light. So why I don't have light? And I start to try to figure what's happened. I don't have electricity. And Zohar said to me, Mama, we don't have electricity. I said to me, why? I don't believe it. Maybe he did something with the Wi-Fi. I don't know. So I take a chair and stand up on the chair, and start to looking for connection, Wi-Fi. And I found a little connection. And the first thing that I did is to call my boy. It was at 6:39 in the morning, a.m. I received Or, and he answered me with a panic voice. And he said to me, Mama, I'm here in Zikim. Zikim is the beach that not half kilometer, maybe 400 meters, 300 meters from the limit and the front of Gaza. It's closer than Netiva Sarah and Bet Hanun. And I say to him, what are you talking about? Where are you? He said to me, Mama, don't worry. Something bad it's happening here. It's not something regular. We have an attack, a lot of rocket attack every 2 seconds. And it's not only a rocket attack. I think, I don't know what, but something strange coming from the sea. I see so many cano with soldiers. I think it's the Shayetet. And I said to him, what? Which Shayetet are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, please, be with me a few minutes. Tell me that you are in a safe place. He said to me, Mama, don't worry. We are in a safety place with 2 soldiers, me, Nadav, and Tal, and some of many kids, children at the same age. I'm thinking about myself, which safety room is talking about. In Zikim, we don't have safety room. I was the person that all the time said, the first thing that we need to have in Zikim is safe room. And I said to him, okay, if you have 2 soldiers, stay with them. And if something bad happening, Lie please on the sand, on the floor, I don't care. But promise me that I will not move from this place. Maman, don't worry. I promise you. But I heard his panic voice. I cannot forget it. So, promise me, promise Mama. I need to turn off, Mama. Something coming from the sea. I think it's the army. Okay, Mama, don't worry. Trust me, don't worry. And if all say to me, don't worry, trust me, I trust him. And this was the last call. 5 minutes later, Or was murdered. The boys saw the two soldiers not far away from the toilet, because they were in all the open zone. Suddenly, 100 terrorists came from the sea, not only by canoe, but swimming like beasts. They came from the water like beasts with black glasses, uniform from Tzal, some from Tzal, from I don't know what, Marines, but they had many arms with their uniform. They had grenades, guns, RPG, everything that you can imagine. You know what? In action movie, you cannot see it. I swear to God. And they came by swimming and they came by canoe. And there were more than 100. Imagine that you are in the sea now, the beach, with your wife, your children, I don't know. And suddenly you see front of you a group of terrorists get out of the water like beast, like animal, like a terror movie. And they are coming in front of you and start shooting everywhere, and you don't have a place to run and to catch a refuge to protect yourself. What can you do? So automatically you think, I'm going to the toilet. And this is what they did. But the two soldiers that were in the entrance of the toilet, in fact, they were the cream of the cake that the Hamas wanted. So when the Hamas saw the two soldiers, they ran away straight to the soldier. There were so many. And they killed everything in front of them. Dogs, people, children, everything. And they get to the toilet, and my boy, he was very tall, so he was the first that was behind the door from the first toilet. 2, 3, 4. Nadav and Tal, they were at the same situation like Or, because Nadav was very tall too and big, so Or was the first that received balls in his head. They opened the door with camera that they have in the head. Everything were filmed by live in Telegram, Facebook, Instagram. Listen me, everything. And they took the gun and said to Allah Akbar Motal Yehud, or didn't realize the situation. He was so, and 6 balls in his head, and he was the first to kill and murder. You know what? At the same time, my friends, my family in France, and my family in all over the world, at the same time, saw in live, in the Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, how my son was murdered. Before I knew it. So I said to the world, how could we are the killers? You have all the proof that show you that they attack us. Right. When in the 11th of September, Bin Laden attacked the American people in New York, Did the world accuse the American people that they protect themselves? Right. I don't remember it. Right. And I swear to God, the people that know me start to understand that my boy and his friend were murdered, and it was in life. But they did something very, very special and sensitive. They said, please protect Sabine. We must protect her. If she will see this film, she will not stay alive. So if you ask me, the cyber attack that I had, it was a miracle. Because if I had electricity, maybe, I'm pretty sure that I will saw the same film by Telegram or Instagram, and I will saw my son at the same moment that he was murdered. And you know what? I will not be here today. They killed almost 80 children in Zikim at the same morning. Children, citizens, fishermen. Most of the people that died at the same morning were children. No one talked about it. No Beyonce, the lovely Beyonce that she have her eyes in Rafiach. I don't remember that she said, I have my eyes in Zikim or Taasa. She loves music. She doing everyday music. She breathes music. She have 3 children. Why she cannot be one of me and understand that my people, my family, and my community were murdered by animals? She need to answer me if she saw one film of an Israeli people, soldier, I don't know what, that filmed himself live and kill an innocent people of Gaza. Show me one film or one photo. And you know what I will tell you? Sorry. Stop with the bullshit, everyone. You want to do music? Stay with your music. Don't talk about politics, because if you are talking about politics and you put your eyes on Rafiach, you are not a singer. We need to stop this bullshit.
Of course, and we're gonna get to all of that, and we're going to talk about what we need to be sharing with the world afterwards. Should we just continue with the rest of what happened on that fateful day? Because it's really important that you continue to tell this part of the story.
So at the same moment that my boy was killed, at the same moment I had 3-4 terrorists in my home. But I didn't know. I understand that something bad going outside, because when I finished my phone call with Or, I tried to get Gil. I sent him a message and I said to him, go now to bring Or at home. Now. Not 5 minutes later. Now, because he's the only person that can bring Or home. But I didn't see an answer from him. And it's very strange because Gil, no matter what happened, where we are, how, which situation you have at this moment, 2 things he have always with him: his Glock and his phone. They were the first love of his life. And his Jeep. I swear. And I saw that the V is not in blue. And just not in blue. The last message that he read, it was yesterday. So, it's not possible. Where are the boys? I start to call the boys. No answer. And then I don't have connection. I try to find connection. I try to had some electricity. Nothing. I was in the dark with my boy and didn't have breath. I was so in my, in my imagination. What's happening? Please, God, what's happening? And suddenly I heard someone that knocked very strong in my door. I didn't tell you, but when we were in the safety room, we was locked. I was the only person in Netiva Sarah that had a lock in the safety room, in the door, outside and inside. No one can even try to get in because the lock is so big. It's like a lock that you have in, in the bank. He put it because he knew. And where we were locked, I remember that I said to Zohar, I need to open the door. And he said to me, no, Mama, don't open the door. Please, no. It's terrorist. I said to him, what? Mama, I'm telling you, I feel it. I think that we have terrorists outside because I heard some Arabic people talking. And I said to him, Zohar, stop with your imagination. It's terrorists. What are you talking about? Mama, please, don't open the door. Be with me. Listen to me. Once time in your life, listen to me, please.
He was saying that. Yeah.
You know what he did? He prepared me to the other step that I will tell you. The other step finally saved my life. Because I think if Zohar didn't do it and tell me, or maybe, open my eyes and said, Mama, don't get out or open the door because this is terrorist, I'm pretty sure that when I will open the door, I will killed. He prepared me. And when I asked him after the October 7, how he knew that we have terrorists outside, and he said, I felt it. And maybe 25 minutes after the knock at my door, I decided to open the door because I tried to get help, tried to reach Koren, Shai, Gil. No one answered me. No one, I didn't have connection. And if I had, no one answered me. Not the police, not the Rafshats, not my people, not my friends. And they said to me, what's happened? No one answered me. And I opened the door. But I opened the door very gentle, not regular.
Yeah.
When I opened the door, like this, very gentle, immediately I saw two men in front of me. One of them was very short with uniform Tzal. But I remark that he have uniform Tzal, but he don't have M16. It was Kalashnikov.
So that's, by the way, just to explain for our viewers, SAL, you mean the IDF? Yeah.
You cannot have a Kalashnikov in Tzal. I was in Tzal, in IDF. I did my service 2 years. I know what is it.
Right.
Kalashnikov, it's only the terrorist, the Palestinian terrorist. And I saw his face. It was very dark, very ugly, without teeth. And the other came in front of me. He saw me. He was with regular clothes, beautiful clothes, tall, dark, and he had a scarf, a green scarf, around his head in Arabic. And I knew this is Hamas.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that some of the Hamas fighters, because from the videos I saw the Hamas fighters wearing those green bandanas, those things. I didn't know that some of them dressed up as IDF soldiers as well.
Yeah. There were many organizations of Hamas. Some of them kill children and don't kill women. Many of them kill, raped, burn, and cut your head and say Allah Akbar more. We don't have rules. Hamas, it's a terror organization that we need to destroy it from the small that believe in God and believe in Allah, that we don't kill children, but they kill my husband. So it doesn't matter. They are all the same, the bad think of the life. And when I saw him, he saw me. And I was in shock, so I wanted to show him. I don't know why I did it, but I opened the door and I said, Shema Israel. Maybe when I did it, it's because I wanted to show him that I'm not afraid. So I wanted to show him that, okay, I'm here. And when I opened the door, he took his gun in front of me, Kalashnikov, and he said to me, Allah Akbar Mot al Yahud. It was so, few steps. It's like me and you now, at the same, space. And when he said it, I heard the Persian accent. How I knew it's a Persian accent? I worked with them many years. In LA, I had colleagues from LA, Persian Jewish people that, work with diamonds. And I worked with them many, many years. When they spoke Hebrew, English, Persian, I don't know, as every language, French, it's always the same accent.
And you were saying prior to us filming, you think this is probably because they were trained in Iran?
I'm pretty sure, and you know what? I'm pretty sure that most of them came from Iran.
Wow.
They get everything from Egypt. It's not a problem.
So what happened when you said that?
What happened? Again, I don't know why I did it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what's happened at the same moments, but I knew that I must to be focused, not panic, and be very fast. So I put the door in front of his head. This is a heavy door. She's very ugly and from iron. Many years, many times I told to Gil, please take off this door from the house. She's ugly, she's heavy, and every time that the boys came in the house, it's boom, like a bomb attack.
Yeah.
And we are all post-trauma in Israel and in Netiv Asara, so I want a normal door. And he said to me, never. This door will save your life.
And it did.
So when he was with the reflex to, he didn't afraid, but he had a reflex. So he was, as this time the door came.
The killer, you mean?
Yes, the terrorist.
Yeah.
The door came back to me, and then I locked with the key, and I said, Shema Israel Adonai. But you know what he did? He threw the grenade front of the same door. And nothing happened. Why? Because my house, the half of this house, built from concrete. At the same concrete that I told to Gil, I don't want this concrete. Take off the concrete from the house. It's very, very bad to have concrete in your house because it's always, dark spots, smell, and you need every year to paint the walls, and you need to take care of the house because the concrete receive all the water from the ground, and if you're not doing every year the fixing, you have a house with many mushrooms on the wall and I have OCD. And I cannot every year fix the wall. I don't want this concrete. He said to me, no way. No way. And when they saw the grenades, they didn't succeed to kill me because the concrete saved me. But I didn't knew at the same times that they threw me the grenade. So I ran to the safety room back with Zohar and locked myself. At the same moment, they came to the window. And they tried to open the window with drill, grenade, RPG. And he said, the same person that said Allah Akbar with the accent person was front of the window and said, Ruftah kalb, Ruftah, Ruftah. It's open the window. Kalb, it's a dog. And I said to them, not to kill going to kill us. And Zohar was shaking, like that, shaking. And my cat, the same cat that I told about, it was with us in the room. He started to have a panic attack. So he started to, every second, say, meow, 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 meow. And I said, be quiet, stop, shh, they will kill us. So what I did, I saw a big, scotch on the table, and I put it to the mouth of my cat. Until today, when I'm trying to get him to hug him, he ran away.
Wow.
How many times it took? I swear to God, I don't know. It was for me, ever. And at the same time, my iPhone on silence, and I tried to get help. No one answered me. The Rav Shat said to me, I cannot answer. The army, no answer. 911, my friends, some of them answered, some of them told me, huh? What? Who? Everyone was in shock. And the only person that answered finally was Itai Levi. Itai Levi is from Netiv Asara. This guy is in the Kitat Konenut. Kitat Konenut means in all the Moshav and the Kibbutz that if something bad happened and the army not here to help or, I don't know, to get help or something bad, they are here to give all the security that's supposed to give you. This is the reason that we have Kitat Konenut. Until the police came, the army, the commando, their job is to save you. This is the Bible. Mm-hmm. So not only I try to get them, some of them, and they turn off the phone on my face, the Rav Shatz and the big sheriff that, responsible for the security said to me, Sabine, we cannot talk to you. Not now. And I said to me, they are crazy. They don't let me tell them that I need help. And Itai was the only one that gave me the chance to say to him, help. And I said to him, Itai, I need help. I have terrorists around my house. I don't know how much. Gil don't answer me. The boys with him, no one answer me. Or alone in the beach with Tal and Nadav, they are alone. I need help, please. And he said to me, listen to me now. Be focused. Don't speak, don't breathe. You are a lion. You are doing what I'm telling to you to do. You are locked yourself in the room and wait. Say, wait, what? I need help. You understand? We cannot get out to you. We receive an order from the army and the Rav Shatz that the Kitat Konenut cannot give the help to the Moshav. It's too dangerous. Say, I don't care. Your job is to save in life. I don't care if you are going to die, many of you. This is your job. When you get the gun and you said that you are going to the Kitat Konenut, you had the responsibility.
Just translate for us what that is.
Kitat Konenut, I don't know how to say. It's the group of men in Netiv Asara and all the kibbutz, all the moshav, that
deal with security.
Every time, going every month, every 2 months, exercise and prepare themselves for an attack, to rescue people. This is the job they are doing. It's like doing miluim, IDF, for everything. And they told me, we cannot help you. What is it, we cannot help you? It's like I'm going to call the police and they will send me, we are sleeping, I'm sorry. Call me one later. Yeah. Are you serious?
So he tells you to just stay put, be silent in the house.
He tried to do everything to get me calm because I was very nervous. And at the same time that I'm speaking with Itai, they are trying to open my window.
Wow.
it's not only 1 minute and they go. They're still behind my window, and it's an iron window that Gil closed because Gil was a fireman. When he get an attack in Sderot 3 years ago, we have a little boy, he was 5, 6, and he received all the pieces of the rocket in his neck because the window of the room, the safety room, was open. And Gil, the first thing that he said to me in the morning after he came back from this child, he was the first that get the child, because the policeman and the secure in Israel cannot get to the person that died from car accident or an attack just after that the firemen came. The first people that come to the victim is the firemen. And Gil was the fireman that come to this child. And he was with trauma. He didn't sleep this night. I remember it like yesterday. He was so sad and so, scared. And he saw me. He told me, I cannot forget his face. I cannot forget the face of the child. Only 5 years. I will not accept it if something will happen to you and to the boys. We need to prepare ourselves. And he did something that I must tell to the world. He closed the window with a special technique, and no one could open the window, even me. And they try, maybe, I think, if you ask me, more than 25 minutes to open the window. And at the same time, I have dialogue with many people to try to save me. No one helped me. How many people, turn off the phone on my face? I can't remember, but there were a lot of them.
And now what happened with, tell us about what happened with your boys who were staying with your...
At the same moment, I think it was before they came to my house, I think. No, I know that when Zohar said to me, Mama, it's terrorist, and suddenly I heard a noise of the Glock of Gil. Gil had a Glock. As I said, the phone and the Glock was always with him. When he got to take a shower, always the Glock next to him and the phone. And I said to him, can you stop to be an hero? Stop to live the Superman life, okay? Come downstairs and be with me. Put your gun there and your phone. No way. No way. You are always ready. You are ready like someone will attack you immediately. And he said to me, remember it. And remember it good, very well. You will see someday that a group of terrorists will attack us, and me and you. I don't know if they will kill me or I will kill them, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be the one that will kill them. Remember it. And I said to him, you need to stop to say it, because the Israeli people have a big sentence that say, if you always repeat the same song, it will happen. And he said to me always, it will happen. I know that someday I will see a group of terrorists in front of me. And I know it will be end if I will kill them or they will kill me. But I'm pretty sure that I am the one that's going to kill them. So when I heard the gun, I understand that this is Gil. And I say to Zohar, it's your father. I know it's your father. I recognize the noise of the Glock. And Zohar said to me, Mama, we're going to die. And I said to him, no, because your father is ill and he protects us. And this is maybe the reason that he don't answer me. And I took my phone again and searched again the communication. And unfortunately, at the same moment, I didn't find connection. And Zohar said to me, Mama, don't have grief. I must to breathe, I need air, and I must to go to the bathroom. And so I don't care. You are not going to the bathroom. I cannot open the door. You're staying here. And after Gil stopped the shooting, then they came to my house. It was maybe 10 minutes after the shooting. Then it was the same, noise that I heard from the door. And Zohar said to me, don't open. And then I opened after 10 minutes, but he prepared me. And when they decide to left the window, I start again to try to get help. But I didn't. I couldn't receive or get call, message, nothing. And I saw my battery very slow go, very slow to 10%. And I start to panic. If I don't have a battery and not electricity, this is the end for me and for my boy. And I continue to get it. I remember I put the chair in every position, every millimeter in the room, just to get connection. And I found again connection. But this time the connection was with three, line. It was the better connection that I had from this morning. And I said to it, I don't care. You must come. You must come. We cannot. No, you must come, you understand? You know what? Don't come to save me. Come to save my boy and my husband. Sabine, you need to understand all the Moshav with a terrorist attack. I don't care. I didn't leave the phone. And suddenly, I'm still with Itai. I heard Mama open the door. Mama, open the door. It's me, Koren. And I said to Itai, I must finish. It's Koren. He said, don't open the door. And I said, I must open the door. And I turn off the phone and I get back to the floor and Zohar said to me, you don't open the door. No, I'm begging you. Don't open the door. And I said,
Just for our viewers, Koren is your son.
And I said to him, it's Koren.
Yeah.
I cannot. Zohar, I have a question. Do you know a mother that she knows that her boy's in danger and will not get out to help them? I don't have a choice. Even if they will kill me, I must get out to be with them. He said to me, Mama, I'm begging you, I have no one in the world. You're only the one that I have. I said to him, what? What? He knew that Gil was murdered. He knew. Because I was so in adrenaline and panic, Zohar at the same times, with all the noise, heard the things that I couldn't and can. He heard maybe something that happened to Gil. And I said to him, you are not alone. I'm here, your father, everyone. He said, no. What I have, it's only you. Please don't go. Please, Mama, I'm begging. I don't want to be an orphan. I said, listen to me and wake up. You have 10 seconds. If I'm not coming back, you lock yourself and wait to have help. But you must do the same thing that I did. Take the shot and find the connection and get help. Because you will be the person that will tell the world what happened, you understand? You're going to be a big person. And I have a news for you. I'm coming back in a few minutes. Promise me, I said, I promise you my life. I promise you my life. I promise you, no one can kill me. You know me. And I opened the door, get out, open the, damn door that I told you.
Yeah.
And I saw my two boys bleeding from the head to the feet. They were white, purple, blue, but lot of blood. At the same moment, they came back to the window
The terrorists.
But it didn't saw the boys because the window was a little bit far from the entrance of the house. So the boys at the same moment tried to get in and they didn't saw them. I don't understand why so many times they insist to stay in my house. They had so many houses in the Moshav Netiv Asara. Why they want always they came back to my house? Until today, I'm telling you, it's because they had details of me and my husband.
They had details.
Yes, they came with map.
And why do you think you were a specific target?
I know it.
But why do you think they targeted you?
The only terrorists that were murdered in Netiv Asara, I cannot tell it. They told me not to tell it, but I want to tell it to all the world. I don't care. I lost my precious things in my life. The Shabak found a map in his pants. He was lying more than 1 week on the road. He was the only terrorist that were killed by the father of Tal, the same Tal that was murdered with my son. He's the only person in the Kitat Konenut that succeed to kill the terrorist. And the terrorist was lying with all his arms and everything, and he took to the security services to take him from the road more than 1 week. He was in a bad situation. And when they left the body, they found the map and on the map we have the name, he have the name of me and my husband, my boys, my cat, the dog of my neighbor, they thought it was my dog, the name of the father of Gail, my neighbors, and all the zone that I'm living with many, many names. But the first name in the map was the name of Gil Tassa, because Gil Tassa was a security man with 2 guns, but it's not true because he had 1 gun. And he is the security man that have a lot camera.
So they think they need to get rid of him because otherwise he'll go after all the terrorists, basically.
To Gil Tassa because they knew that Gil is the man that captured the terrorists a few years ago, and is the big person that we need to capture in Netiv Asara.
Of course, Gil saved your 2 boys.
Yes, because I'm going to make it short, but Gil ran away to the igloo, the same igloo. It's the little building, round building that you see in the footage that all the world see, and you see a big man with 2 little boys, and he taking the boys with him and run very fast from his flat to the igloo, the same igloo. Those igloos were good for the citizen of Israel 10 years ago. Because 10 years ago, we had only rockets, but little rockets. So those igloos have a protection because they are from concrete, but they don't have doors and they don't have enough protection. And why we get this igloo? Because when we ask to have another room, a safe room, from the government, they said to us, we are not allowed to receive another room. We have a room in our house and it's enough. If we want another room, we need to pay a lot of money. I'm talking about 4 boys and 2 adults. We didn't have enough place for 4 of them. Most of the time, when we were together, me and Gil, we were staying out of the safety room and the boys were there because we don't have a place for us. And I'm telling you, I am not a citizen B. I'm living in Israel, not in Jericho, Gaza. I'm a citizen of Israel. I pay tax, I pay everything, I'm working, I'm doing my best to give the best generation for the future of the country. And when I ask my rights, they say to me, sorry, you need to pay. And we decided to buy this igloo. It cost us expensive money, but it's enough to understand that it can help if something bad will happen, and Gil and exist to buy it. And when he ran with the boys, they saw him because there were so many around my house. In the first, they said, all the people that saw the footage and the DVR, there were 11, then 8. And finally, until today, everyone said in Netiv Asara we had only 3-4 terrorists. If you ask me, it's not possible. But in my house, when they tried to kill me, there were 2. When they tried to kill Gil, there were 2. So I don't know. I really don't know. And they threw the grenade into the igloo. They saw Gil with the boys. And they decide why they saw him, because he ran away to get his Glock and his phone. And at the same moment, he tried to shoot. And when he finished to shoot, because he didn't have enough balls, they came to him and threw the grenade. And he understands that he don't have a time. It's going to explode every minute, every second. So you understand that it's him or the 3 of them. You need to make the choice. What can we do at the same moment? He understands that for his boys, he must to give his life. And he said to the Koren, I love you. Take care of your brother. Where the first moment that you can, get out very fast to your mother, very fast with your brother. I love you very much and I don't afraid to die. And he took the grenade next to his, stomach, and few seconds, when he get out from the space of the igloo, he get out to, and this is what all the world see. He explodes. And at the same moment, the boys received many pieces of grenade and rocket. So they were very, very in bad situation. They were injured. And they get out and they are confused. They cannot hear, they cannot see. They are, with a panic attack and with many noise on the ear. They cannot hear. And Shai lost his eye. The eye of Shai was out. He received so many pieces of rocket and grenade, and he was almost died. And Koren took him, but Shai was on the shock, so he immediately goes straight to my house, and the terrorists catch him, and Koren said to me, what are you doing? Shai, you cannot go. What are you doing? They are here, the terrorists here. And they saw their father lying, dying, with a lot of blood. And they are looking, and, Dad, my dad, you killed my dad. And they took the boys, start to beat them. No, not to beat them, to beat Koren. Put the boys at the same flat that Gil were living in the past year. And almost 20-25 minutes, they kidnapped my boys. At the same moment, this is what you see in the footage, but you don't see everything. You don't see what's happened behind the caravan, that they beat the boys. You don't see how they continue to take the gun of Gil. They took the gun, they steal the gun and the phone, and with the gun of Gil, he tried to shoot, but he see that he don't have balls, so he took the Kalashnikov and shoot one ball in his head. Front of the boy. And they open the frigidaire, start to drink, start to talk each other, and Koren decided at the same moment to do something very special. He took his phone and said, I need to have with them a dialogue. And he had Google Translate with them. He started a conversation with them and convinced them not to kill not to kill Shai and not to kill me. Because they always ask, where is your mother? Where is your mother? In Arabic. And Koren answered them with the Google Translate. And then he said to him, Facebook? Facebook? Koren said no. And he took the phone from his hand and started to search if he has Facebook. And he saw that the child don't have Facebook and not Instagram, but he have an anime, anime face.
Avatar,
Yeah, and he throw the phone and get mad and continue to beat him. But at the same moment, what Koren is doing is to get up and to take care of his brother. He don't give a damn that the terrorist in front of him. And he said to Shai, are you seeing? Can you see me? Can you hear me? And Shai said, Shai was in panic. Shai was in shock, so he didn't cry, yell, speak, talk. He was like, and you see it in the footage. And Koren did everything to get his attention, but Shai don't respond. And Koren understand that the boy going to die. He lost a lot of blood. And he quick tried to get something with the terrorist. And he said to the terrorist, kill me. Kill me, but let my brother go. Don't kill my mother. Kill me. You kill my dad, so kill me. Kill me. And finally, something happened at the same moment, and they decide to leave the room, the place. They search a key. They found the key. They locked them. But Koren was so clever. He took another key that he had from the room of Gil, and few minutes later, 5, 10, I don't know how many, because I wasn't there, he opened the door and decided to run away to my house. But from the other side, not from the right side, because from the right side there are many terrorists. From the other side, there are not many of them. But he said to Shai, I hope that Mama left the door open. I hope that and nothing is closed. Everything was closed.
Can I ask a question? Why do you think the terrorists were keeping them alive? Why do you think they took them in there?
I think they fought with the good person, the good guys. I think those guys that came at the same morning in Netiv Asara didn't want to kill children, because I told you, they have many of them. Some of them believe that if you are killing children and women and everything, you are the shahid that's waiting for you, 72 virgin and Yeah. But some of them, just some, believe that in the Islams, if you are killing child and woman, you cannot be a shahid and will not go to heaven. And if you ask me, it was a lucky. Two things. Shai didn't cry, and they were very, very in the situation, because if Shai were crying, they will kill him. And the other thing is, when you look in your enemy in their eyes, you can get them and have the pity, have the same language and same, things that running in your head. And I think this is what Koren did. He looked him in his eyes and looked him and said to him, please don't kill my mother and my brother. Let him go. Kill me. Kill me. And here he did something that maybe break them. Because they left the boys and continue to kill, and they succeed. And then they came to me. They came to me very careful, with a lot of danger. They knew they're still in our zone. Koren knew that he don't have a time, that Shai is very in bad shape. Shai don't have time, he's going to die. He lost a lot of blood. He didn't respond. He didn't, almost not succeed to walk. He was bleeding from everywhere, and the eye, you know what is it when you saw your brother with the eye outside? And when I opened the door, at the same moment that I heard them, I was pretty sure that I'm going to have a ball in my head. I knew that I'm going to die. But with a big chance and mazal, my boys was front of me. I don't want to tell you how I saw them, and I don't want to tell to any mother what I saw those moments. But if I am a mother, and I can tell you that another mother maybe will saw the boys at the same, she will fall immediately or have a panic attack and couldn't be focused or had or get help as I did. I was like a robot. I always was like a robot that had, the details in my head, how to control myself, to be quick, and to do the right thing. And who prepared me for this? My best friend. He knew that someday it will happen. Of course, it was me. A lot of this was me, but all those techniques were the techniques that Gil, gave me. Mm-hmm. And I took the boy immediately to the safety room, and I started to bending the places who I saw that I need to quickly put. But the first thing that I did, I took a shirt, put in his eye, and make like a scarf. And this is what finally gets the eye to recovery very, very. But Shai is blind. Shai lost his eye. Shai cannot see. Shai today is only one eye. And the last weeks, the situation of Shai is not very good, because I noticed that Shai fall very, very many times. He cannot see the focus that's very close to him, and many times he fall or had not a qualities, comment on dit, שיווי משקל, and I understand now when I'm going back to Israel that the first thing that I need to do, and to stop a little bit my mission, is to immediately get for Shai the biggest doctor that I know to save his eyes, because his situation with the eyes is very bad. And when the boys were in the room, they fall asleep, or I don't know why they felt very bad, so they didn't contact me. No, we're speaking, and they didn't stop to cry. And again, I called Itai, and again, and again, and again, and again. And suddenly I heard a big shot. It was boom! And I heard I. And I recognized the noise and the voice of my neighbor, my friend, Igalvax. After 2 hours, he died, because no secure we had in Netiv Asara. We couldn't take him out of the moshav or bring an ambulance to save him. He died after 2 hours. He lost so many blood. But he get out to help me. He knew that the terrorists again in my house. He knew that Gil maybe were murdered. He took his big knife and go out, and when they saw him, they were front of my window, they killed him. And he ran away from my place to the sheriff's house and wait 2 hours until he died. Finally, I heard that he died due to have the decision to save Sabine and the boys or Eagle. Which precious life we need to save? Of course the boys.
Can I just Sabin, we're running out of time. We've got to go to your next appointment. But I just want to know from you, moving forward, what's your mission? What's the main message you want to get across to people that perhaps they don't really appreciate and understand, especially the wider world, who have such a skewed understanding of the whole conflict?
Listen, it's very difficult because until it's not happened to you, you cannot understand. And I cannot expect from many people on the world to understand the situation that we have in Israel. The Israeli people always, from the beginning, from the start of the country, this country, she's very young. She only 76 years old. For a country, it's very young. And she did and had so much things. Listen, the waste, the atomic bomb, the agronomy, everything that the world have in high tech, or everything that we need to protect us from the terror of the world. It's us. But we have a big problem. We cannot protect us from us. And our big sensitive point of our how can I say, disease is our language. We are not good enough to explain what we are doing. When we receive an attack, we attack immediately. The world don't know that Israel do everything not to kill innocent people. Before we attacked, it doesn't matter if it's in Rafiah, Bet Hanun, Bet Laia. This zone is a zone that organized by Hamas. Hamas is a terror organization. Hamas destroyed not only the Israeli people, they destroyed the people, the innocent people that living with them. And when we get them to tell them, go out to find a place to hide because we're going to attack, the Hamas use it and kill them and then show it and tell to the world, the Israeli killed them. You believe me, but your friends don't believe me. And I decided to do it to show the world the real story of the October 7. I want to show the world the film, the photo, how they killed my son. My lovely son, he was a child. He went to the beach with his friend and they killed him. What did he do? What he did? Nothing. And after 10 minutes, they killed my husband. Oh, wonderful. And I need to explain to the world why my country protect herself. It's not normal. You cannot understand it. I don't know why the same attack we receive from all the world, Putin don't receive it. Or Saddam Hussein with Iraq didn't receive it. Or how called the president of Syria? I forgot. Assad. He killed so many children, innocent children, with biological guns. He killed many of them, women and children. No one speak. But it's the Israeli people. Oh my God. All the world suddenly wake up. I'm here to tell the world and those people the logic things that happened. Not to tell them that I want to kill them because they think that I am the barbare. No, 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 no. I want to sit with them with a quiet dialogue to show them my pictures, not in the media, not on the press, and then to have with him a conversation, to tell him, now you believe me? Now you believe that I am not a killer?
And you've said so much, so you're going to go to an anti-Israel protest, aren't you?
Tomorrow I'm with everyone early in the morning. I need to do it. I want them with me in the breakfast, not to argue with them, to let them to understand. They need to understand, not by wave the flag and "Wah!" I want to take one of them, come to have me with me breakfast. You want to have a date with me? I'm available now, you know. We can have a date. Come. Come. I will sit with him with a coffee and show him everything and tell him how it's working. We are bad with to talk what really happened in Israel. We are not good with to telling the truth and the story because we are so busy to be, you know, to fight. Because Israel, it's a question of time. If we will not wake up and destroy this organization that called Hamas, and I repeat, called Hamas. I don't want to kill the citizen people. We don't want to kill the citizen people in Gaza. The citizen people in Gaza, most of them don't want those organizations, but they are the hostage of Hamas, like the same hostage that were kept from Israel. And I need the help of the world.
Are you sure about that, by the way? Because the polling says that there is huge
Not
support.
everyone, but most of them. Most of them. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't like them. I don't want them to be my friends, and they are not my cup of tea. But I think more the year passed, this is really what's happened. It's not because I want to show the world that I'm, you know, a good woman that wants peace. I don't believe in peace. And I don't think that we'll have peace. But I believe that the Hamas take a little baby from the early age, and tell him with his Bible how to kill Jewish, how to kill Muslims that not believe in radical, how to kill Christian, how to kill Harmony people. No one have a place in this world. Take a little child from early age and learn him how to do it, he will believe it.
Yeah. So we have to, and what you're doing is so critical in sharing the truth and de-brainwashing not just the people in Gaza, but the whole world who have been told a pack of lies.
Sabin, we could keep talking for hours and hours, and maybe we will do something like this again in the future. But I know I, as well as all the viewers, are going to be just super inspired by your courage and bravery and strength. And I get the sense from you, you're not afraid. You will tell everyone and anyone.
I will get everyone.
Yeah.
I will get everyone. I will get, if I can, the first people that believe that we don't have a place in Israel. I will get everyone. I swear to God. And you know what? Enough that I will have one of 13 or 14 of them to convince him that I am the good people and I am telling the truth. I will succeed because he will tell it to his mother, to his friend, to his brother, and then they will tell them. So this is the technique.
Yes.
And then I did it yesterday, I told you, with the reception. They were in shock. 1 hour, I showed them what happened in the October 7. They were in shock and they told me and said me, sorry sorry with that we didn't believe you. Sorry that the Muslims radical did it. We are shamed. I am shamed. And this is the technique. Thank you.
I wish you success in your mission.
I'm pretty sure I will not succeed. I will succeed, and get to everyone.
You will. You will.
I will
Thank you
not
so much.
rest until I will do it.
Hatzlacha rabah.
תודה רבה.